Oh my gosh. I'm having all kinds of problems. Hi, I don't think I have it set up right. Hold on. See if it'll let me. Am I like horizontal and not vertical? I think that might be the case. Let me try to figure this out. Sorry, you guys. It's been all kinds of problems. I don't even know if you can hear me. It's been all kinds of problems now that Restream or that Facebook has stopped their streaming. I think I'm horizontal. It is what it is if I am. I'll just have to rock and roll with it. Hi, for anyone who's watching, sorry for the crazy. I might not be horizontal. I'm looking at my computer right now. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me see if I can see some comments. This is just, hi, Evangelist T on YouTube. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. It's always so crazy. There was supposed to be a countdown. And okay, so it looks like, let me just make sure I'm streaming everywhere I'm supposed to be streaming. I'm supposed to be everywhere right now. I'm going to have to figure out why this is a problem every single time I go live lately. It's just like crazy. Let me go, let's see. So I should be in the big group. Okay, so it looks like I am horizontal, but you know what? We're just going to have to rock and roll with it. So, hi. Okay, let's see. I'm going to see if I can see comments. Okay, yes, you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me and you can see me. Yay. Okay, all right. Hi, everybody. Let me just get this like adjusted. You can see bookcases behind me. I feel like the past couple lives, I just hit my knee on my desk. That's wonderful. I feel like the past couple lives, I keep saying this over and over, but it used to be, and I'll say it one more time, it used to be where you could do a streaming service to stream on all of your platforms. So like I'm streaming in the big FanGrrrl Romance Rex, Urban Fantasy group is like 53,000 members. I'm streaming in the book event group. I'm streaming on Author's Corner, YouTube, and Instagram, and on the Facebook page handle. Okay. And it's really cool software because like you can kick it off and it'll stream everywhere for you if you have a streaming key. But the problem is Facebook has disallowed it to schedule it. So you have, well, you can schedule it, but you have to go in and like manually create posts everywhere you're planning to stream and copy keys and put it into the streaming software. And it is a mess. So like I have it going on my computer right now. I have it on my phone. It's chaos. It's utter chaos. And like the countdown wasn't working. Usually it does like this countdown of a minute and that gives me time to get all these things going. And the countdown wasn't kicking off. I'm just like, what is going on? So I'll have to download the video and like clip the beginning. So like anyone who's on the rewatch is like not having to wait, 2 minutes for me to come on. Anyways, okay. All right. So let me get a little organized here. Hold on one second. Let's see here. I am definitely, so my air conditioning's out upstairs. I'm in Florida and there we go. My air conditioning's out upstairs and I have to keep my door kind of cracked and there's like a restroom back there. And I'm like, I can't have my restroom showing on the live. So, okay, there we go. All right. So I think we're good. Everybody can see me and hear me. Yay. Oh, you like the necklace? Thank you. Thank you, Heather Long. Heather Long is signing with us at the 2026 book signing. I'm so excited. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so let me tell you about what this live is. So every month we do a live that goes across all of our platforms, as I said earlier, and it's about giveaways in the groups. So we do all these giveaways, and if you comment on the live about any of the stuff, we look at the comments and we do giveaways based off the comments, based off activity in the group and all that jazz. So I'm going to go through all the giveaways and what they are and talk about the books. And they're basically like, this is basically book recommendations. You can like grab book recommendations off this live, which is what we're all about, and then I'm going to talk about, I'm going to try to do that in less than 30 minutes. And then we're going to talk about everything book signing because everybody is so excited, including me. And there's all kinds, like I always say, like if you watch one of the lives, you get the inside scoop because I drop bombs on here that I'm not supposed to talk about, but I do. And I just can't help it. So you get the inside scoop if you join a live. So, okay. So you are eligible for the giveaways if you comment on this live. It doesn't have to be during the live. It can be after the fact. Okay. All right. Let's kick it off. We're going to talk about, let me see. Can you guys keep commenting so I can make sure everything's cool? So I'm monitoring comments in the big group, Urban Fantasy, Romantasy, and Paranormal Romance. That's where I'm monitoring comments. So if you can comment over there. Tanja, I see you. Sarah Robinson, I see you. Again, Heather Long. Let's see. Louise Bisbee, who said, yep. Probably like a response of, can you hear me? So yeah, I think that's cool. So if you're in any of the other groups, Sarah Signs, yay, Sarah Signs. So if you are, oh, you're excited about the signing too, Heather? Oh, girl, I am so excited. So I'll get into all that fun stuff like after we get through I should be like get through, because like people love these lives because of the giveaways. They're so much fun. They're so good. Okay, all right. So all of that said, let me pull up when I need to have my cheat sheet in front of me because it's so much stuff. Okay, so we have 3 main giveaways. That's in the Urban Fantasy, Romantasy, and Paranormal Romance group. It's got over 54,000 members in it for our book recommendations, right? And so our featured author of the month, which is really cool. So if you're an author watching right now and you don't know what I'm talking about, especially since I'm streaming in the book event group as well as like other places like Author's Corner and stuff. So if this is the first time you're hearing this, you might be interested in these giveaways because there's a lot of exposure and visibility with the giveaways. So this month we have a featured author who is April L. Moon. You guys know April L. Moon, Fated to the Wolf Prince. Her books have been buzzing on Amazon. Like, it is insane. And she is getting a bit of a cult following. They've just blown up. So, oh, hey, Karina, Krista. Okay, you're watching me from, I can see it from Facebook. Karina, where are you? Pipe in where you're watching it from. This is so exciting. Maybe you're watching it from the handle. So if you're watching it from the handle, maybe we'll just ask people to do comments there because I can see comments from YouTube and I can see comments from, I'm betting you it's the Facebook handle. Oh, and it's so much easier on me to see comments that way. Okay, I'm gonna do a little, it used to be with Restream that you could see all the comments here from like all the different places, but then Facebook made life hard. I don't know why. Book of Faces, why are you doing that? Anyway, so yeah, so can you tell me, Karina, where you're watching it from? You said it's from Facebook. Well, I'm broadcasting everywhere on Facebook. Are you on the FanGrrrl Romance Rex Facebook page by any chance? Okay, well, we'll give her a second to comment because if she is, then I might just start telling people to do that because it's really hard to like comment back when I'm watching. Hey, Kate Barrow, Alexandra Hernandez, yay! Oh, you have horrible Wi-Fi? Well, that sucks. I'm sorry. That's no good. Okay, she is. So I think I usually want people to comment in the big Urban Fantasy, Romantasy, and Paranormal Romance group because it's great for activity for the group and all that. But I'm going to see your comment a lot better if you're watching it from the Facebook page handle, FanGrrrl Romance Rex. I can see all of those comments on my phone, but I am monitoring the big group on my computer. But you can see, like, when I'm looking at you here, I'm not seeing the comments down there. So just FYI. And I'm going to figure out a way to make this better. If you guys know anything about me, I'm always trying to improve. Anyways, okay. All right. Moving on. So, okay. So the featured author. So what happens is they do an amazing giveaway in the group. This month, it's April L. Moon, Fated to the Wolf Prince. And she is giving away 1 signed Gilded Roses special edition, and then 3 signed paperbacks and 6 ebooks of Fated to the Wolf Prince. So she's giving away 10 prizes in total, and we are picking them from comments on this video, from people who are active in the big Urban Fantasy, Romantasy, Paranormal Romance Facebook group. If you do content on TikTok or Instagram and you tag us, like saying that you love April L. Moon, you love Fated to the Wolf Prince, you love FanGrrrl Romance Rex, it's probably going to be a given. You're probably going to get a prize that way because no one ever does that. And I'm trying to get people to do that. So yeah, so that's our featured author and that's what she's giving away. I'll talk about her in a second. And then after that, we have the Thank You Ma'am giveaway, which is rewarding one amazing group member in the group who, you know, is just, the team just thinks is awesome and deserves thank you. So like, thank you, ma'am. You know, I'm in the South, I'm in Florida. That's like arguable. Oh, there, Alexandra Hernandez. Yes. Made it. The group sent me a notification of the broadcast, but was in the main group first. Okay, so you are on the handle now. We're just going to have to start telling people that because I can see the comments that way. Ugh, I love the group activity in the main group for it. You know, it's so good. And that's like that's where the giveaways are coming from. So it feels like that should be like the primary, but I can't see it on the stream, which is a real big disadvantage. Yay, Heather Long found the handle too. Follow if you haven't followed the handle, by the way. I haven't really done a good job at pushing the handle, and I probably need to start doing that because it's like, you know, it's the one public place we can drop recommendations and information about the book signing, right? It's public. It doesn't have to, you have to join a group to get that information. And we're going to be we've been dropping all the special announcements for the signing on the handle. And, you know, we're going to be doing a lot more there too. So follow if you haven't. Okay, awesome. Yay. I'm so happy. All right. So that's the Thank You Ma'am giveaway. And then the other giveaway is the Love 100. So, so the Thank You Ma'am and the featured author are kind of invitation only for the most part. Not necessarily. I've had authors reach out to me and ask, and then it was just kind of like the right fit because you get a lot of exposure with those. You get newsletter space. You get a post in the group. Like if you're the featured author, your book is on the book cover of the group. You know, the big group. I mean, there's a lot of visibility there. So usually it just has to be someone that I've read and that I love, or, you know, someone that it's hard to describe. Like it just has to be the right fit, right? But because of that, we came up with the 11-100. So any author can donate to the 11-100. They also get exposure and newsletter space. And it's 5 authors that donate one book, and there's 11 winners. And it's called 11-100 because it was like 11 winners from the top 100 most active members. And now it's turned into a bunch of other things, but the name just kind of stuck. And so you can donate to that, and then you can get lots of visibility that way too. And anybody can sign up for that. There's a sign up form. I think it's pinned to the announcements of all the groups right now. It's also on the website. I've been building out the website huge, so you can find it there and sign up, and then you can be in that every month. Okay, all right, moving on. Okay, so I have been so excited for this live, like so excited for this live because I just realized what is on my bookcases. Hold on, let me look. Like, what is my background? Hold on. Okay, we're safe. I've just got like a tiara from Book Talk. One of my girlfriends sent that to me a long time ago. Okay, so I've been excited to talk about this live or get into this live because there's neat book stuff to talk about with the book event, but also the giveaway this month is just so amazing. So April L. Moon, you guys know who April L. Moon is. She is our featured author. She wrote Fated to the Wolf Prince, and she's had several other books after that. And it has blown up. Like, I think right now, I always do this when I'm on a live. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna knock down my tripod. So let me look real quick. Fated to the Wolf Prince. I think right now, sorry, I was like sniffing. Oh my gosh. It's got 15,000 ratings on Amazon. I mean, and this is like, you know, she's a newer author, and it's just blown up. It's almost 5 stars. On Goodreads, she's got over 17,000 ratings. Like, dang, girl, you have done amazing. And she's giving away a signed edition, 3 signed paperbacks, and 6 ebooks to the group. That is just, that's so incredible. So thank you so much, April. So I'm just excited too because she is just an awesome person. She's signing with us in 2026. She's sponsoring. She's a silver sponsor. She's sponsoring the meet and greet. So she's been really active in the group for years, and she's just, you know, she's just good people, as one of my friends would say, good people, you know. So I've been like super excited to do this live for her for that reason, but also because it's a fantastic series. So let me tell you a little bit about the series. Fated to the Wolf Prince is, it's awesome. It is a MF So, male female relationships. It's not a white shoes. It's MF. It is a paranormal romance wolf shifter series, and every book is a different couple, which is really nice. Oh, Alexandra, you remember devouring the book when you read it? Need to reread so I can finish the series. Great shifter book. It is a great shifter book. And I actually really love it when there's a couple every other book. There was a time, a full disclosure, where I had read so many of those, I was ready to get into sagas or actually, fun tip. Did you know that a series technically is supposed to be a different couple every book, and a saga is supposed to be the same set of characters over many books? But we don't use it that way. We don't use that terminology that way. We always say a series as in it could be the same couple over many books, or it could be, a different couple each book. We never really talk about it that way, but it is. That's fun. Well, at least last time I researched it, that I might be outdated on that. So maybe I should research that again. Oh, hey, Kate. Yes. Awesome. Kate Vero. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Thanks. I'm so excited to see you guys' comments on here. Thank you for hopping over. We're on the handle. FanGrrrl Monthly handle is where I can see the comments. Okay. So, okay. What I was saying is I read, oh man, Immortals After Dark, Cressley Cole, the Psy Changeling series, Black Dagger Brotherhood, I went through a phase where I was reading tons of those. So then I got a little burnt out and I started reading series with the same characters over many books. And now I'm in a place where I love them all. Okay. I love them all. But I really love the different characters each books, because it's one of those things, like, especially with the April's books, you do need to read them in order, but it's one of those things, like, I don't have to stay in that world like for a long period of time. Cause like I read, if you're like me and you are a KU reader, you probably read a lot of books. Like for me, I read a lot of books, and I'm also really busy with the book event group. So I'm trying to juggle trying out all these authors to support authors. And so I love it when I get like a wrap up in a book. It's great. Like I love series too. Don't get me wrong. But like right now I'm jiving with the like Reese Barden. She does, a different couple every book too. I'm like, yes, that's great. I'm gonna read this book, and then I'm gonna, I'll come back. But it gives me that like bandwidth, right now. But that's me. There's a lot of readers that, as you guys know, like there's just a lot of readers. Everyone is different with how they read different series and all that jazz. So anyways, okay, let me tell you about the book. Oh my gosh, poor April is probably watching this. And it's like, Rebecca, what's going on here? You're like on a tangent. Anyone who knows me, who watches these lives, knows I laugh a lot at myself. And I don't know how I fill up the time talking to a phone and responding to comments, but I do. I don't know. I'm just crazy like that. Okay. Anyway, so, all right. So it's a wolf shifter book. Every other book is a different couple. It's huge on Amazon. It's got mystery designation. So there's, they're wolf shifters. You've got the alphas. You have something called a psi, PSI, which actually I should know what that is, right? Because I've read the Psy Changeling, but I'm sitting here been scratching my head lately. If you know more about the Psy designation, write about it on the comments for everyone to see, because I was actually meaning to like Google that and try to learn more on that so I could be more intelligent on it, because I don't see a lot of books that use it these days. I don't know if it's an older terminology or if it's a newer thing, but I do know that I've read the Psy Changeling. Yes, Heather, please fill us in, Heather. Heather is an expert. She is going to let us know. But anyway, so I know there's a designation called Psy. I don't know if I'm saying that right, PSI. But yeah, and then so there's the mystery designations. And so basically the story kicks off, and I always promise you guys, okay, usually telepathy, telekinesis, and telekinetic. Heather, you're a rock star girl. I cannot wait to meet you. And you have the cutest profile picture too, by the way, like your author picture. Okay, anyways. So basically it starts off with, okay, so I pronounced it right, and it's pronounced Psy, S-Y. Mind abilities for most of my reads. You guys, I should know this. I don't know why. Like, I remember reading Psy Changeling, and that makes sense now when you guys say that. I remember that, but I haven't read a wolf shifter book with the designation Psy in a while. So, Oh, anyways, moving on. So, so anyways, she is like, she's almost like a scientist. I don't know if that's actually what her role is, but she is experimenting, kind of looking at the different blood between humans and werewolves and trying to understand the differences. And she's not supposed to do it. That's a big no-no in the world because they don't want the human scientists to get all like up on the looking at werewolves and trying to understand the powers and all that kind of stuff. They're kind of more secretive. So, so anyways, she's doing all this, and meanwhile, there's like the big alpha calls like a pack, like all the packs to come together because he wants his son to find his fated mates. And so she's kind of forced into going to this thing, and she doesn't really want to. She just wants to be with her test tubes and blood samples. and she goes, and they lock eyes. This is the very beginning of the book. And like immediately, you know, boom, you know, but there was like a bit of a miscommunication, and she overheard his disappointment at having a fated mate. And you can kind of get the context as a reader. And so it's kind of cute after that. There's like this, I'm not giving too many spoilers, but there's this just, you know, where there's like a dating game in a barn where like everyone's going around kind of meeting each other, and they haven't kind of like made their bond happen yet. And he's, you know, they're brand new, and she's kind of like, he's got a big ego. I'm not interested in him. And he's like trying not to get into her, but at the same time, of course, she's his fated mate. And, you know, it's really great. There's a great scene. So like, as she's like having other guys talk to her and hit on her and stuff, you know, and he's like seething in the corner of the room. It's great, you know? So anyways, it's a great series. Like I said, it's super popular. It's super streamlined. It's fast paced. There's a lot of plots, you know, and it's great. Like I said, and I mean, I always say like, don't take my word for it. Look at Amazon. People are loving it, you know? Yes, Sarah Robinson, you found the handle. Okay. Someone just said, Heather said, Doctor for the win. Doctor Who for the win. Yes, girl. Doctor Who. So anyway, so that is, that's our featured author, April Moon, Fade to the Wolf Prince. She's given an amazing giveaway. So talk about on the comments what you love about her, post in the group about her, you know, the big urban fantasy, romantasy, paranormal romance group. Go in there and love on her, post on it. And if you haven't read her, pick her book up. I'm really like, you know, really trying to get the word out about these amazing authors who, you know, they're indie authors. They're trying to get their name out there. She's done a fairly good job though, right? She's doing great. But you know, they're just generous people too. Like they're kind. She's active in the group. She talks to her fans. You know, she's doing a giveaway. She's sponsoring the book event, which I got to tell you, that means a lot. That helps a lot, you know, so it just means a lot to me. So give her a chance, you guys. She's great. So, okay. All right. So that is April Moon, the featured author. Thank you, April. You're amazing. And she was actually the Thank You Ma'am giveaway author last month. And I felt so weird. I don't know if I did an apology or not. I don't know if she's even watching this, but I felt kind of bad because like I did like my big featured author last month. I think it was an Elizabeth Deer last month. I think it was. And then the Thank You Ma'am author was April. And for the Thank You Ma'am, I just go over what they're giving away and say a little bit about them. And I felt so bad because she was watching at the time. And like I did this whole like spiel about Elizabeth Deer. And April was like saying hi. I'm like, oh, thank you for being the Thank You Ma'am. And then I didn't really elaborate more on that because this is the format of the giveaway. So if I elaborated on everybody, we would be here for 3 hours. And anyway, so I reached out to her. I'm like, you want to be the featured author next month? Because I want to do you good, girl. And she said, sure, you know. So anyways, okay. All right. So that's the featured author. Now, Thank You Ma'am. And obviously to be eligible, you got to go. We need posts and we need comments. Okay. If you're eligible. So go post to the group, go recommend her. We'll look to see who's been posting. We'll look to see who's commented on the video. And if you haven't read her book, try it. It's Kindle Unlimited. You know, you got nothing to lose if you're KU, and give it a chance. So, okay. All right. So that is her. The next author, the Thank You Ma'am, is Heather K. Carson. And she is another wolf shifter woman. She is another wolf shifter phenomenon. Her books are doing amazing. Let's see. I'm not sure what her, oh, you know what? Kat, if you're watching this, Kat puts the notes together for me. And she tells me exactly what they're giving away. And I don't have it in front of me. I think if I look at my chat with Heather, it is a beautiful special edition. I think. I could be wrong. Heather girl, are you watching? Oh my God, so many moving parts. All right, let me look her up. Heather. Oh, you know what? I didn't talk to Heather directly this time. That's the first time I've ever done that, by the way. I have always reached out to authors myself for every thank you, ma'am, every featured author, and my team. Like, I'm working like 14, 16-hour days. I dream book event, literally. I was dreaming of the website all last night. I dream book event. I wake up thinking book event. I hit the ground running talking about book event. And my team is like, how can I help you? Who do you want for the thank you, ma'am? And so, you know, so they reached out to her. So I don't have it in front of me. But I will tell you that it's going to be amazing. It's Heather Carson. And I will tell you what books she has. Hold on. I just want to make sure I get the correct names. Oh yeah, obviously the Luna Trials, and the Witch's Wolf. You know, I've read that one. It's actually really, really great. She was on a live with me in an author spotlight. It was great. I had 3 authors on. I interviewed them all for about 5-7 minutes a piece. Got to know her. She's a sweetheart, like a sweetheart, one of the nicest people. And she writes, like I said, Shifter Romance too. And she is signing with us. And she is also a sponsor for the signing. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is amazing. She's a bronze sponsor. She's going to be on a live interview at the signing, which I'll talk a little bit about at the end, because not to get too much into the book event stuff right now in this portion of our show. Oh, thank you, Karina. Yeah, I've been so lucky. Oh yeah, the writing. Okay, Kate, I'll talk about that too here when I get done with 11100, and tell you what's going on with that. Heather Carson is on in the PNR. Oh, she is? Heather, can you I don't know if you can get in this handle or not, on the handle, Heather, so I can read it. But can you type in the handle? This is terrible. Hold on. Let me look in if you guys watch these, you know, I usually have my act together, but I am doing a lot. We have 130 authors coming to the signing. We have 22 vendors. We have 10 VIP influencers. There are messages all of the time, voice texts all of the time. There are emails all of the time. There's the sponsorships, and I love it. I am in my jam. Like, it is exciting, but it is busy. It is super busy. Okay. I don't have an email from her. They must have sent her an IM. Heather girl, I don't know what you're giving away. Okay, I see her. I see your hearts, Heather. Can you? All right, so I'm going to go to 11100, but I'll come back to Heather. Heather, if you can comment on the handle, the FanGrrrl Romance Rex Facebook page handle, and tell me what you're giving away. I don't think Kat was the one, or Lapana, who was working with you, I think. And I don't have it in front of me. And I don't know why. I just don't. They're working on the newsletter. All right, let me do one more thing real quick. Let me look real quick. I'm determined to find this. I'm breaking into Canva because they're working on the April newsletter. And nope, I think that was April last year. All right, I can't do it. I can't do it. Why is that hiding or showing? Okay. Oh, Kate, you haven't been involved in a long time? Oh my gosh. What? I hope you're doing okay. All right. That is okay. All right, guys, moving on. I'm sorry. All I know is Heather Carson is amazing. She writes amazing paranormal wolf shifters. She's going to be a sponsor for the book event. She's the biggest, sweetest heart, and you should definitely try her books. I've read The Witch's Wolf. I loved it. I thought it was great. And Luna Trials is also really, really popular. She's just great. And there you go. And she's doing a giveaway for the group. So the thank you, ma'am, is a book box, by the way. So it's going to be a book box. And it's going to be a signed book. And it's probably going to have goodies in it. I just don't know what signed book it is. And hopefully Heather will forgive me for not knowing. Oh, here she goes. Oh, I found it. I found it. Yes. But I'll be giving away a signed paperback and a fun box with Luna Trials. Yes. 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 You know what's going to happen is Kat's going to see this. Kat Gifford, who's been volunteering like crazy. She's going to see this and she's going to be like, Rebecca, next time I'll give you in your notes so you have it in front of you. How did it get to this size, you guys? Do you remember when I started doing these lives 3 years ago? It was just me. Like, it still is just me. But like, I did all of the work leading up to it, all the work, you know, during and after it. I had moderators moderating the group, but then all the stuff on the side like this, I just did it all myself. But it's just gotten that big now. You know, like Kat Gifford is the newsletter editor. She pushes out that newsletter. She talks to all the different people who need to put stuff in the newsletter. They get it all edited and ready to go, and then they send it to me to review. How did this happen? How did this happen? You know, it's just like, it's crazy, you know? So I'm just, oh my God, I'm gonna start crying. This happens all the time. I'm just so lucky. So blessed. Okay. All right. Thank you, Kat, for everything you do. And Lapana and Holly and Dawn and the other Holly. I think we have the same we have the same names on the team. We have 2 Dawns. We have 2 Hollies. We have a Kate and a Kat. We have a Marie and a Maria. We have a Patricia. That one's easy. I think I've hit almost everybody. I'm sure I'm missing someone. Amanda, that's easy. Tabitha, that's easy. Like name wise, you know, Rebecca, whatever. You know, but it's just like, there's just so many similar names. Lapana, that's the easy one too. Although I've said her name Lapona for like a year before she told me it was Lapana. Oops, I didn't know, but now I do. Okay, all right, level 100. So Holly Edgerton put that together for me earlier today. She is amazing. So the 11100, what that is we have 5 authors. You can sign up. Anyone can sign up, and we just go in order, right? And they donate 1 ebook, and that 1 ebook goes to 11 winners. Okay, and I knew Sarah Robinson. Are you volunteering for the FanGrrrl team? Is that what that is? Because we can use to help. It is busy. I'm not lying. It is busy. We have some of the team members are reading team people for the book event group. It is busy. Yay, Karina loves the level 100. You do have 6 Heathers at the signing. We do have 6 Heathers at the signing. Oh, Heather Bingo giveaway. Yes, Heather Long. Yes. Yes. You guys got to try Heather Long too. She is coming to the signing. Her books are awesome as well. You know, definitely check her out. And the bingo thing is so great. I love that idea. That's really, really great. I'm also coming up with an idea to try to get everybody to everyone's tables. Okay, we'll talk about book event stuff after level 100. It's too exciting. Okay, all right, level 100. So basically these 5 authors sign up and they send blurbs to our email address for FanGrrrl Romance Rex. And then I forward it on to Holly Edgerton, who then puts it into a document, and then she gives it to me, and I don't see it before I read it live. So it's a short blurb, excuse me, it's a short blurb about their book, and the first time I read it is live. I used to do it when they sent it to me, and the first time I read it was live, like I would pull up the email. And then thank God Holly started helping me with that, because like I literally just read it word for word, and who knows what I'm gonna read, you know? And then like you say, you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't say that live. So she proofs it, you know, doesn't change the wording, and sends it to me. So oh yeah, Alexandra, you love Heather Long's books. That's awesome. That is so awesome. I love that. That's great. Okay, and then Alexandra, you're trying to come to the signing, right? I believe you are. Did you sign up for FanGrrrl Early Access? Look at this. We're talking about book event. It's like impossible not to. It's just so exciting. Okay. All right. Level 100. So we have 5 level 100 authors. We haven't picked the winners yet. Comment on here. We pick them from here. We also pick them from people who subscribe to the newsletter. The newsletter subscription is getting big. It's really awesome. Like I keep getting notices from Miller Lite that they're upping me to the next bracket. And it's like, thank you. Cha-ching. You know, yay. So no, it is good. It is good. But anyways, if you subscribe to the newsletter, we pick randomly from the newsletter subscribers for winners. So make sure you do that. It's on the website. Okay. All right. So the first author it's the 1100 author. She wrote, okay. Her name is Olena. 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 You tell me. Olena. I do this every time. Olena. I think it's Olena. What a pretty name. Nitkin. And it's dark urban fantasy. Okay. All right. So the book is Fangs and Family. When her brother disappeared, Nina had one chance to save his life, but asked her vampire ex-boyfriend, who specializes in cyber tracking, for help is the last thing she wanted to do. I totally did not read that right. Let me try that again. When her brother disappeared, Nina had one chance to save his life, but asking her vampire ex-boyfriend, who specializes in cyber tracking, for help is the last thing she wanted to do. That sounded better. Still, for the family, she is ready to suffer his wrath and face his revenge, and even live with him again. Okay, so that's Fangs and Family, Olena, Nitkin, Dark Urban Fantasy. All right, so the second book, the second author is from Tanja Longoria. You guys know Tanja Longoria, right? She's pretty active in the groups. We've seen her over time. She's awesome. She's a sweetheart. She went to FFB recently. I believe she's from Germany. I think if I remember correctly. If I have that wrong, I'm so sorry, Tanja. But Tanja Longoria. Okay, so she wrote Fated to the Hunters. It's a why choose. All right. Okay, so I'll read your comment in a second, Kate. Sorry. What did one psychopathic? Yes. What did one psychopathic warlock, his shockingly gentle counterpart, and a man with selective mutism have in common? A forced blood vow. With their mate's bond falling into place, they would soon test the limits of their friendship even more. Okay, that's Fated to the Hunters, Tanja Longoria. And you guys have seen her around, I'm sure. Okay, this is Johanna. You know what? I did this last time. Okay, how do you say it? Johnnaad. Johnna D. Probably Johnna D. And I know I've talked with her before. I just don't know how to pronounce her name. Ransom of the Gorgon. Let's see here. Okay. Freedom is priceless, but the cost to attain it can be immeasurable. All her life, Elysium hyper... Okay, you're just killing me now, Johnna. Sorry. How many times I laugh? Elysium hyperionidis. HYPERIONIDES. Hyperionides. Watch this be like some famous name that I don't know. I'm just probably. Had been the people's pleasure. She was the daughter of Urivel, niece of Medusa, and a Gorgon. Oh, Greek mythology. It probably is something everyone knows that I don't. Okay. Now she finds herself trapped in a prison, locked in by spells, binding her powers and blocking any route for escape. She knows she will need to find a way to freedom before the ransom, since she knows there is no way her captor will set her free. All his life, okay, now this is the dude. This is the guy. All his life, people considered him the party boy, but when his sister calls for his help, he knows he will do anything to answer her call, even if it means kidnapping a Gorgon and holding her for ransom to get what he needs. In the darkest prisons, the light of hope can sometimes be dim. So that is Ransom of the Gorgon, Johnna D. Okay, Kate, what did you say to me? Frankie and Her Boys were one of the first reverse harem series I read, along with Lips and Her Guys. Jay Bree. Oh, that's awesome. Jay Bree. I love Jay Bree. I don't think I've read Frankie and Her Boys. You have to tell me more about it. Okay, and then Alexandra. She's, you guys are chatting. Okay, chat away. That's fine. Don't mind me. I'm just here. It's cool. I don't know why that was kind of funny. All right, moving on. The next author is Veronica Lancet, and the book is Of Ice and Villains. Okay. He's a neurotic, he's a neurotic serial killer. She's his next victim, except she's immortal. Ooh, that's a bit of a twist. I know, don't they sound amazing, Sara? Okay, Marlowe Spencer Astor is a killer in crisis. It's been 107 174 days since his last murder, and not even therapy forced upon him by his overbearing mother can reignite his bloodlust. But then he stumbles upon Minnie. She's filthy, half-starved, and homeless. She's the one. The perfect victim. His missing muse. There's just one problem. He can't seem to kill her. Okay, that's cool. That's called Advice and Villains. That's Veronica Lancet. Okay, and our last 11100 author is Sara Signs. Oh, she was on here earlier. She was. Oh, Sandy's on here too. Hey, Sandy. And Louise Bisbee, hi. Okay, Sara Signs, hello. And Tanja was on here earlier too. That's right. I forgot. Tanja, you were on here. I saw you at the beginning. Okay, cool. Sara Signs, Finding the Dhampir. How do you say that, the Dhampir? There she is. There's Sara Signs. Yay. How do you say Dhampir? I know the word. I've seen it many times in books, but I don't know how to say it. Is it Dhampir? I feel like, isn't the Vampire Academy, don't they have Dhampirs in it? I probably should watch that movie, although I didn't not do that well. I don't remember. It was on Netflix for a time. Anyways, I think I could probably watch that and hear the pronunciation. How do you do the P-I-R? Pier? Just Pier? So, okay. All right. The last Dhampir series is a slow burn paranormal romance, fated mates, action and adventure series where the female main character gets to keep all her mates. That sounds like a why choose. Here's a little thought from our girl, Lorna. Oh, this is like, this is the first time anyone's ever done this in an 11100 reading. She's actually given a quote from the book, from the inner monologue of the female main character. Huh. That is, Pierre. Dhampir. Got it. All right, thanks, guys. I've actually never had an author do that. That's cool. All right, okay, so this is, oh, wow, I'm reading her inner monologue. I don't even know this character. Okay, let's see what I can do here. All right. Can I really find peace without losing my freedom? I've already given up every part of my old life. I don't want to spend the rest of it hiding who I am. However, it's best than the alternative. An imprisoned science experiment doesn't sound like fun. When I finally discovered the delusional maniac behind it all, I realized there was only ever one choice for my future. I have to embrace my true self and the men who loved me, and the men who love me. But doing so puts us in the path of powerful beings who may not have our best interests at heart. Will I be able to keep the men I've grown to care about, or will they pay the ultimate price to protect me? I don't know. That might be, I don't know if that's actually a quote from the book. It says, here's a little thought from our girl Lorna, or if it's part of the blurb. I don't know. But anyways, there you have it. Sara Signs. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Oh, Alexander, everyone's correcting me on my, yes, okay, pier. It sounds like, so it's not Pierre. It sounds like pier, like a pier at the ocean, right? Like I live near Cocoa Beach, like the Cocoa Beach Pier. Is that right? Everyone's correcting me. That's great. Please do. Let me know. Put me in my place. Okay. All right. So those are 11100 authors. Let me just name them one more time. And also the links to their books are in the post. For some reason, you struggling to pronounce the word reminds me of Andrew from Buffy saying vampire. So here's a fun fact. I actually have a speech impediment. Most people don't know that about me. I was actually a musical theater major for a while, so it's kind of surprising that I had one. When I was a kid, my mom had to put me in speech therapy. I couldn't say bird or desk, and so I took years of therapy to pronounce words. But every now and then I struggle. So that's probably part of it. But yeah. Okay, so our authors are Fangs and Family, Olena Nitkin. By Olena Nitkin, Fated to the Hunters by Tanja Longoria, Ransom of the Gorgon by Johnna D, Johnna D, Of Ice and Villains, Veronica Lancet, and Finding the Dhampir, Sara Signs. There we go. Those are 11100 authors, you guys. Awesome. Okay, I'm only a little bit late. I wanted to get that done in 30 minutes. Woo! There we go. So those are all our giveaways for the month of April. The winners will be in the newsletter that comes out in, I think it comes out the first week of May. So No. Yes. No. Yes. What are we at right now? April 9th? It should be the first. No, I think this is, where's Kat Gifford when you need her? I think this might be the newsletter that comes out like next week. So get cracking on your posts so we can pick winners. I think it is. I think it's the newsletter that comes out next week. We do the month newsletter like April, and it comes out the first week of the next month is the way we do it. Okay. All right. So, okay. Holly Patierno. Oh, Holly Patierno. I see a girl. So I'm watching comments. So you can keep talking in the main group. I'm actually now seeing those comments now. But I am also seeing them on the Facebook handle. That's the easiest for me because when I look up, that's where the comments are. So I can see Alexandra. I can see Sarah Signs. I've been seeing a lot of people. Heather Long was talking on here earlier. I don't know if she hung around because I can talk and she's a busy author, you know. But yeah, Carrie Morgan. Yes, she's signing with us. Carrie Morgan. Okay, Holly Patierno is working on the newsletter right now. Thank you, girl. So I don't know why this is really bugging me. I'm gonna figure this out for next time. Like when you have that single piece of hair. This happened to me last video. Really drives me crazy. This right here. Oh, we just have to put it to the left. Why didn't I figure that out at the beginning of the video? Next time you guys see me do that, so Rebecca, put your hair to the left. Okay. Holly Edgerton. Yes. Okay. So we're going to start talking book stuff. If you guys have any questions about the book event or anything at all, drop them. I'll answer what I can. And meanwhile, I'll just start talking. So first off, I've got Holly Edgerton right now watching the live. Heather Long is still here. Yay. So awesome. I've got Holly Patierno watching the live. Holly Edgerton. Holly Patierno. She is the one who designed the Hollywood glam themed graphics. They're gorgeous. Don't you guys think so for the book event? Like the attending author announcement graphics, every day they're dropping. Kat has been scheduling those for me. Seriously, I'm so lucky with all the help. I'm like, I was kind of freaking out because we promised we would drop those graphics every day starting April 1st. And the inside scoops ended up being, you guys remember the inside scoops, right? They end up being a huge thing to tackle. If you don't remember, I'll tell you. So the inside scoops, every inside scoop every day, I drop them on the Facebook page. I drop them in the groups. Oh yay, they're very professional. I think so too. She's done an amazing job on the Hollywood glams. They're just so pretty. I think they're gorgeous. I love the pink. We're doing like rose gold, pink, gold and black is the theme for the Hollywood glam. And then the lineup graphic is gorgeous too. Although I'm still tweaking it. I'm not really happy with the way the sponsors are highlighting on there, so I'm still working it. But yeah, so she helped with all that. But the inside scoops, every inside scoop, if you remember, I gave a personalized paragraph for every author. And the inside scoops was supposed to be like less than 10 authors. Like the idea behind the inside scoops was we are so early out for announcing this signing. We're not going to start doing real, the real official graphic announcements, the Hollywood glam ones, until 2025. But this was like, we started filling the lineup pretty fast back in July, August. So we didn't realize that, like, I didn't realize that we would get so many interest forms. I didn't realize that we would, be filling it like we did. And basically what happened is we started realizing we can't just do a couple inside scoops. That's not fair to all the authors. They all need an inside scoop. So that was a lot. Like there were days we had 2 or 3 scheduled in December, just trying to get them all out by the end of January. And I wrote all of them, and so like for every single author, I was researching, I was looking at their website. I was reading what they put on their bio. I was looking at their Amazon. I was looking at, anything I can talk about favorably with them. I looked at the reviews from the reading team. If I had read them myself, I dropped the emoji review link. Like it was a lot. It was great, but it was a lot. So when we finished the inside scoops, we actually didn't finish those until, I think we still were doing them in March. And we didn't even finish for the rest. We have new authors that I haven't dropped scoops on. I think we've had like I can tell you right now, I haven't told who the authors are. You guys are gonna get the inside scoop right now. We have had, since the last inside scoop, which was Julie Treadle, we have had, oh my gosh, this is a lot, you guys. We have had, I'll just say the same thing over and over again, shall I? We've had 14 authors since Julie Treadle, the last inside scoop. I'm going to tell you all their names right now too. 14 authors that have committed. And then right now we have, no, it's actually 15 authors. And right now we have 4 of them. No. We have 17 authors in workflow right now, which means they're not fully committed, but we're in the workflow. Like even as recent as today, I sent invites out. They probably haven't even seen it yet. They're in the workflow. So it's oh, thanks, Sara. You're my hero. It's a lot, but let me give you the names. Let me give you the inside scoop so you guys can hear. And you know what? If you can't watch the video because you've been watching it so long, it's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be pinned on YouTube. You can just fast forward to this point and pick it up later if you have to go. Just FYI. We always have on the FanGrrrl Monthly YouTube account, and it's pinned in the groups too as well. I think Facebook is starting to delete videos in groups that are lives. Either that or I did it wrong when I posted the post. But like my video from last month is being deleted, but it's still on YouTube. So, okay. So we have, I'm not going to tell you who's in work because that is not guaranteed. So for the people in work, that's 17 in work right now. That doesn't mean that they're signing with us. They may decide not to commit. And everybody, when we send an invite, we give 2 weeks for a response and we wait till that 2 weeks is over. And if they don't respond, then it expires and we move on to the next person in line. That's why it's taken so long since August, because we also have a reading team. If you didn't know, we have a reading team who's reading every book. We've actually had to do 2 reading teams because the first reading team, it's hard to be on a reading team. Like you join it and you're like, you're so excited. You know, everyone's so excited at first. They're like, oh, this is amazing. I'm on a reading team helping pick the people who are going to come to the signing. And this is, and like, I had to kind of separate myself from the process early on because I'm friends with so many authors now. And it's really hard, to like invite some of your friends and not some of your friends. So I brought the selection committee in and they are the ones that are making all of the decisions. I have some say, but I don't have as much say as you would think I do. Like today, like I said, I got another batch of, I think it was like 6 people we sent out invites to today. And literally the team just gave me the names and I sent them out. I didn't pick them myself. So I'm just trying to be as fair as possible, So anyways, the idea of a reading team is terrifying. Oh, no, they're not like, someone said that something similar to me the other day. It's all anonymous. Nobody knows who's on the reading team. All of their feedback, they're very professional. I'm not going to read what's on the form, but I'll tell you what the kind of stuff they're doing. I'm really transparent and it actually might be biting me in the butt, to be honest. I'm really transparent. Like I sent out we got to a point where we filled all the spots we could at a point in time. And now we're continuing. We actually didn't fill the lineup back in January. We did a hold because we had a bunch of invites out and we had to wait to see what would happen with those. So we did a hold. And then we also, this is all top secret, by the way. No one really knows this, but I'm just going to go ahead and drop it. We got another ballroom. So, and I didn't make a fuss about that in the group. I didn't want to make a fuss about it because I didn't want people's feelings to be hurt if they weren't, like if they didn't get an invite when we just got more space, so we got a whole new ballroom, but the whole purpose of the ballroom was to spread out the original authors. It wasn't necessarily to expand. I was able to add some authors, but like spots, but I wasn't able to do double. If I did double, that'd been amazing. But I realized when we did the first schematic, there's just like, yes, this is just the first event. There are, matter of fact, and I'll talk about that. There is a 2027. I'll talk about that a little bit on here, but not tons because we're focusing on 2026 for, getting the word out and all that jazz. But there will be a 2027. That's true in Orlando. That's correct, Kate. And it's going to be around the same time. So if you're thinking about it in September. So, but anyways, you know, so I lost my train of thought. I was going to go over like what the reading team is doing. Yeah. So it's all anonymous. You know, if they really enjoyed a book and, you know, and their recommendation was like, please invite this person and do it right now. I love them. You know, that played a large factor. Right. And they would turn around and they would do like a recommendation in the group for that person. A lot of times, you know, but yeah, we just looked at, you know, they gave us feedback. Like, you know, they told us the book name, the pen name. I'm actually just reading off my columns right now. Like the writing, like if they jive with the writing, yes or no, and why. They told about the characters of the book. They explained what the characters were, the plots. These people have put a lot of time into this, you know, the plot of the book, overall, their overall impressions. Would they recommend, you know, an invitation? They gave stars, and then they told us how much they read, and then they told us who they are. Like, did they read just the sample? Did they continue to read the whole book? You know, and so we got a lot of really good information, and every book was read by multiple people. So we could kind of look at it and get a sense, you know, and try to figure it out that way. But, you know, the fact of the matter is, with the people think that maybe they weren't invited because they didn't get good feedback. That is not true. We had hundreds of interest forms. So if everybody was 5 stars, this is the best author ever, we still have to prioritize them for the invites. And so there's just a lot of factors. And like I said, the other day, someone actually reached out to me and asked to be pulled from 2027 because it was too, it was too stressful of an experience. And like, I literally teared up. I was just so sad. It's the last thing I want, you know, like I've always wanted to help authors, and we're trying to help with exposure, and there's all these things we're trying to do to help them, and we're doing a lot for the book event. Like, we're doing a lot, you know, a lot of posts in the readers groups. You know, I'm working on the website right now, and on the attending authors website, it's taking me about 30 minutes to do 3 authors on the website, and I've got 130 to do. You know, it's a lot. And you know, I'm linking their website, I'm linking their Amazon, I'm linking their book. I have their book next to their picture. So like, that's one of my biggest not complaints, but like feedback for book events is, you know, if you're an attendee going to a book event, you don't know what book to try, and you want to try all the authors that you're going to go to, because what happens if you love them and you want them to sign your book and you want to buy a book from them? So on the attending author webpage, we're doing the author's picture and their book next to it, and the book links to Amazon. So you could, as a reader, you can boom, go grab it, go right off Amazon, you know, and then underneath it, we have, if they're a sponsor or not. So sponsors are getting special recognition, as they should, because they're sponsoring, you know, and then we have the website, we have Amazon, we have TikTok, Insta, and Facebook profile. And we also have their Facebook reading group. So like, I don't usually see other book events do that because it's so much work. I get it. They probably have hired a website person. They have to pay that person for their time, and they have to give them lots of feedback and guidance and all that information. It's a lot of work. I'm doing it all myself. So literally, I put the author's picture and the book next to it, and I bring everything up. Like, I go to the author interest form and the committed form to grab stuff, but a lot of the links are wrong. Thank you, authors. Thank you for, like, a lot of authors just gave me the handle, like just the name. And I'm like, okay. So I'm Googling, Instagram, whatever, grabbing the URL, sticking it on the website. I've got someone double checking all of it for me, and she keeps sending me messages, and she's like, this link is broken. This link is broken. Do you realize on Chandel Lavon's, you're linking to April Moons? Do you realize, like Donna Grant's linking to Duranda Jones? I'm like, geez, so it's a lot. Anyways, I kind of went down a rabbit hole there, but we're just doing the best that we can. We are going to have a signing every year, and it's really important to me to give. Oh, hey, Dawn. Oh, and yeah, Holly Ashton, if we could give it to everyone, we totally would. We're trying really hard to. You have to have a balance. You have to have a balance for the authors that you know, that are super beloved, and the attendees are, you know, they're just chopping at the bits to get in to see their favorite author, you know, and maybe not even super beloved either. Like maybe not even like the biggest ratings on the planet, but they have a large fan base, you know, of people that really want to go see them at a signing. So you have to have a balance of that. I mean, anyone who knows that, this is just common sense, you know. And then you also, like for me, I don't want it to be 130, you know, major, you know, authors. Like, just in full disclosure, I should probably be very careful what I say. I want to make sure, I've always been about supporting indie authors and the small author, the new author, the green author. And so my goal is, I want to make sure I have a portion of the authors there that are in that part of their career, so that they can have exposure and visibility. You know, like this is like, we should be all lifting each other up and helping each other out, you know, and supporting books and authors. So, all right, I'm gonna stop talking about that because I'm probably gonna get myself in trouble by just talking too transparent. And you know how people are these days. But anyway, so yeah, so it's been a whole process. So okay, let me give you the names. The people who have recently committed. Now I can't talk about the people who are in workflow, but I will tell you that the ones that are in workflow, if they don't commit, like when their invitation expires, we move on to the next person. And we have, like I said, we have, you know, we had hundreds of interest forms. So, and we have it all prioritized, and we reach out to the next person. So that's what we do. So, you know, it's not a done deal yet. Okay. So let's see here. All right. So last person we had an inside scoop for was Julie Treadle. And I am lost on my sheet here. Am I on the right one? There's so much information. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. All right, so since then, we have had commit with us Casey Alexander, Stella Andrews, Sarah Yeager, A.K. Kuntz, Avalon Page, Annalie Adams, Liz Kane, K.M. Morgan, C.N. Crawford, Marianne A. Scott, Sophie Davis, Anna Applegate and Helen D'Amico, Melody Mode. I was just talking to her today. She is such a sweetheart. A.M. Wagner, and Britt McKenna. Yay! Those are our new ones. We have not done inside scoops because we are in special announcement graphics area. We can't hit the group. We can't hit the group with too many things at once, because then people stop paying attention to stuff. So I can't do inside scoops at the same time as I'm doing the announcement graphics, and those start April 1st. So all those people will get an announcement, but they'll get it, you know, later. We're working it all out. So, and like I said, Holly Paterno designed the graphics. Holly Edgerton put the form together. Hey, Beck. Or hey, Beck. Hey, Dawn. Someone said hey, Beck, and I read my own name. Hey, Dawn. So, yeah. Oh, Holly says she loves Mel. She's so lovely. Carrie Morgan said, hey. Carrie, I'm so excited that you're signing with us. So, yeah. So that is what's going on. All right. What information do I owe you? No one's really talking on here. I might have lost people. I said I would talk about things. Kate Barrow, aspiring author, still trying to work. Yeah. Just don't. Listen. The thing is, if we didn't do a reading team, how would we choose? You know, that's the thing, right? Like, you want to give a fair shot, and how would you do that? You know, you'd have to just go simply based off of Amazon, you know, Goodreads. And there's a lot of information there. There's also, you know, there's lots of authors too that may not have a lot of ratings on Goodreads or Amazon, but they do a lot of direct sales on their website, you know. So just because they don't have like monster ratings on Amazon or Goodreads doesn't mean that they're not extremely successful and have a huge following, you know. And honestly, the FanGrrl Access form has been very, very interesting. So if you haven't heard, we have the FanGrrl Early Access form. If you go to the top of the group, the book event group with the purple heart, you know, FanGrrl Men's Rex with purple heart, that form is pinned to the top, and you can sign up for early access. My husband's texting me, how much longer? I wish I could just shout at him. I can't text him back. You know what I can do though? I can send him a Facebook message. You can sign up for early access tickets. And so what's going to happen? Okay, let me talk that down. I know there's so much stuff to talk about, you guys. I'm still going. If you want, this is too heavy, want to play PlayStation, go ahead. My door is cracked. He's probably worried he's going to walk past behind me, and because our air conditioner isn't working up here, he's probably thinking I have the door open, and and that he would like make a cameo, which he wouldn't want to do. So okay, anyways. Oh, you're just making an offhand comment about your mental state when people read your work. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to go on and on and on that topic with the reading team. I think Kate, though, the reason why I did is because, like I said, someone emailed me and said, can you remove me from the 2027? This was, you know, I just don't want to go through this again. And that really broke my heart. You know, I actually just did a post telling everyone, please apply to 2027, apply. You know, just because you didn't get into 26 doesn't mean you won't get into 2027. So, okay. All right. So where was that? Oh, FanGrrrl Early Access. So we have the FanGrrrl Early Access ticket form. You can sign up for that. We're going to send the tickets out. It's probably going to be a lottery because we've had so much interest. So we only have 275 VIP tickets. And we have 450 ultimate tickets, and we have 700 FanGrrrl tickets. Those are our 3 top tier tickets, and they get you into more than just like a day signing. And then we're going to do a la cartes for the signings, so that way you could just come to Friday or you could come to Saturday if you want. We've had a lot of interest in all of the tickets, the top 3 tiers. We've had a lot of interest in VIP, a lot of interest in ultimate. And the a la cartes have been popular too. So also authors are going to be able to also put in a request for tickets for their fans, their friends, their family, you know, whatever, their tribe. And I'm going to be seeing that form out really soon, like probably tomorrow. And we're going to give the authors back till about May 15th to let us know what they want. And so we have that. Then we have the early access forms in July, and we still have to have tickets available on August 1st because I will get grilled if people go in to buy tickets and they're sold out on August 1st. So we have to have some. So anyway, so those are the different ticket tiers. If you haven't done the early access form, go ahead and do it. It is sort of a first come, first serve as far as lottery goes, but there's still a chance. So go into the book group with the purple heart. I think I'm broadcasting over there right now, and fill out the form. And what'll happen is we are going to probably sell quite a few tickets before they go on sale August 1st. And probably, I mean, I don't know. Nobody knows. You know, some events, you know, sell tickets for a long time. You know, some events sell out within minutes. You know, I have no idea what's going to happen. I do know, though, by the time the event happens, I think we'll be out of tickets. So, and I think we're going to outsell our room block. So let me talk about how that's going to work. So the tickets go on sale August 1st. We're going to early release tickets in July. And then the tickets go on sale. Okay, Lois, you can find the early access form pinned to the announcements in the FanGrrrl Romance Rex Facebook group with the purple hearts. I don't know where you're watching it from. I think you're watching it from the big urban fantasy group. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna write to you right now. Let me see if it'll let me comment. I'm just gonna tag the group real quick. So join that group if you're not already in it. Yep, I'm tagging you. There you go. I just did it. Commented on a live. Join that group, and it's pinned to the announcements in that group, the form. And then you just fill it out, and you just say, you know, what ticket tier you're interested in, how many nights you're thinking of staying at the hotel, if you're going to stay at the hotel, that kind of thing. And so we've been able to get some really good information from that to help us plan. And I'm actually been able to use that information for talking to my venue for 2027. So a lot of people don't realize, but it's actually quite hard to secure a venue, especially if you're a first-time book signing, at least in the United States. If you're trying to get a venue through a major hotel, it's not easy. they are worried about taking a chance on you. There's a lot of risk to hotels with first time events. So I did a lot of work to get my first venue for the Hilton Lake Buena Vista in 2026. And so I'm already working on 2027 because of that. So that all that information is not going to come out until after tickets go on sale. Because right now the spotlight is 2026, right? And it's going to continue to be 2026 up until 2026. You know, but we want people focusing on that, not 2027 right now. But I can say it's happening, it's in works, and it's going to be fabulous. And I'm very excited, and the team is very, very excited. So, okay, all right. So let's see, what else do the room perks for the block? Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So here's how it works. The book event is in September. September of 2026. Hilton Lake Buena Vista will not start selling rooms at the hotel in general, not even us, just in general, until September 2025. So you can't go onto Hilton right now and book a room. They won't let you do it. Okay. They're going to give us our block about a year before our event. And we are going to make sure that the authors can get rooms there. They have to have rooms there, you know, so they're going to get first choice at the block. And then we're going to send it out to the ticket holders. Okay. And then we're going to put it in the Facebook group. And so my guess is it's going to go. It needs to go. We want it to go. Okay. Because when you sign a contract with the hotel, you're promising that you're going to bring people to their hotel. And if you don't deliver, not only is it bad for your contract, but word gets around, you know, and so we want to make sure that we have great venues every single year, you know, and we have a great book signing every single year. So all this is really important, that if you're going to stay at the hotel, you book in the block. That's important. Now, if there's not block available, if it runs out, as long as they have rooms available, they will still give you the perks of the block. You just have to tell them you're with the event. And I'm probably going to have a communication for that, because I'm guessing the block is going to sell out and we're going to be going back to the hotel asking for more rooms. That is my guess right now, based off of this early access. So early access form. So anyways, but what I would do if I were you, if you're worried, if you're like, oh my gosh, it might sell out, I'm not going to get a room, I want to make sure I'm at the venue, you know, and it's going to be more expensive if you're not in the block. The block is cheap. It's $179. It's super cheap. And you get you get discount on the resort fee. You get a discount on parking. You get shuttle to Disney. It's walking distance to Disney Springs. You get free coffee at Starbucks. You get free water bottles. There's all these kinds of perks with the block, and it's only $179. So you want the block. If you are worried about getting the block, and if you don't have access to the block, but you are able to book in the hotel, you could book in the hotel or book wherever you want to book, but just make sure you can cancel. So as soon as the block comes out, you grab the room in the block and then you cancel your other reservation. So probably shouldn't be saying that. We want, if you're going to stay at the hotel, we want you to be in the block. We want our block to sell out. That's super important for an event. So, okay. So I think I covered that. What's next? Holly Patriarno, what else do I need to talk about, girl? I think we're getting close, gotta be getting close to the end of the live. This is a long live. Anyone have any questions? Oh my gosh, there's so many comments on the live already. And one in the book group. Yeah, 2026, I'm super excited. Yeah. I really do think it's gonna sell out. The agenda. So Thursday night, we have a VIP meet and greet. That's for the VIP ticket holders. There are, sponsors. Hello. Let me do that real quick. So at the meet and greet, Rebecca, where did you have it? There are meet and greet sponsors, and that sponsorship went fast. I couldn't believe it. People really loved the silver sponsorship to sponsor the meet and greet. Okay, so we have, that is weird. Oh, okay, yeah. So basically, sorry, apologies. It's always fun when you're doing a live and you're trying to do things live. So basically, so we have sponsors who are confirmed and we have sponsors that are in workflow. Same concept as the tables with the authors. So I can't mention the workflow names because they still have the choice to back out, although they've said that they won't and they're going to do it. So I can read you the ones that are confirmed. Okay. And they're the ones that are also confirmed on the banner. Makes sense. Okay. So April L. Moon, Ari Wright, Gian Wright, too funny with two Wright names. They're just so right, the two of them. Jamie Applegate Hunter. You guys know who Jamie Applegate Hunter is? I don't think she's mentioned much in the book event group. I've seen her in different book, not book event group, the readers group. I've seen her in a lot of mentioned in different posts, a lot of TikToks. Jamie Applegate Hunter has a massive TikTok handle. It's like over 50,000 followers. She's an author. She wrote Viciously Yours, and she's doing really well. And I was really excited when I saw her come in. I was following her way before I had the book event as an influencer. I was following her. I was on Book Talk. I was doing a lot of book talking myself. And she was like my idol on Book Talk. I really she's a great influencer and also a great author. So anyways, that's her. I didn't mean to give this massive shout out. But Jamie Applegate Hunter, she's silver. Liv Xander and Mary Bright. So those are all the meet and greet sponsors for the VIP tickets. That's Thursday night. It's out by the poolside. There's gonna be a cash bar. Some of the authors are still setting up, so it's more exclusive. Then Friday morning we have morning panels, and we have sponsors that are doing those panels. And the people who are doing those panels, these are the people. It's their panel, and they get to invite people to be on the panel with them. So those are our gold sponsors. There's 3 panels at 9 a.m. and 3 panels at 10 a.m. and going at the same time. And all the VIP and all the ultimate ticket holders can go. So the top tiers can go to the panels. And it's going to be like up to 240 people in a room. Okay. So the gold sponsors that are each having their own tier. Now I actually have 1 sponsorship left on that. So they're not all gone, but it's close. Okay. Oh, I can only tell you 3 of them right now because 2 of them are in workflow. 2 are in workflow. The 3 right now that are confirmed, and I have 1 available. If you're an author and you're watching, you're interested. Chandel Levon, GK DeRosa, and Janelle Gray. So they are the gold sponsors. They each are going to have a panel on Friday morning that you can go to, and they're going to bring authors with them to that panel. So you have more authors. There'll be about 4 authors in the room, but each of those people, that's their panel. They're sponsoring it. It's their event. So that's Chandel Levon, GK DeRosa, and Janelle Gray. Okay. So then that's Friday morning. Then Friday, then we have authors luncheon. And then that's for authors and assistants. Then Friday afternoon, we have the general admission signing. That's 4 hours. And that is going to be busy. We're going to fill as much as we can without it being a reader's take number. Oh, I did not just say that on live. Oh, I'm so used to saying that with my team. I'm so sorry. We're like, we need to do this without it being too much capacity. If I could go back and bleep that out, I would. You did not hear me say that. We're gonna make it as big as possible. Just pretend. We're gonna make it as big as possible without it being too many people. So that way authors can get maximum exposure and attendees can have a nice experience. There you go. Okay, and then Friday night we have the big celebrity panel. Now this is a big deal. This is a big deal. All right, so I'm gonna pick those guys up. All right, cool. And they're all confirmed, so I can take all their names. Okay. So the FanGrrl Celebrity Authors Panel, it's going to be in its own ballroom by itself. It's going to have up to 1,700 people. We'll probably have around 1,300 or 1,400 people, I'm thinking. Maybe 1,000 on the lower side. But we're going to have a lot of people in this room. And these authors, there's going to be, right now we're planning 2 panels, but I don't have all the sponsorships gone from that bracket. So right now it could just be 1. I don't know. We'll find out. But so 5 people for sure at 8 p.m. Excuse me. up on a big stage. We're going to have a red carpet leading into the authors panel. So they're going to go on the red carpet. They're going to be in front of their banner. They're going to be interviewed by VIP influencers. We're going to have cameras. I mean, it's going to feel like a whole spiel. There's a cocktail hour ahead of that. And that's for all the VIPs to go to the cocktail hour with the authors. They all get to go. Their assistants get to go. And then the authors that are on the panel walk the red carpet because our theme is Hollywood Glam. And they're going to have interviews and pictures and all that stuff. And then we're going to have the big celebrity panel with the big room with the authors on the stage. So that is the platinum and diamond sponsors. Now, I should have mentioned at the very, very beginning, the main event sponsor, the big sponsor for the event is Letty Frame. You guys know Letty Frame, Jeff Azizi. Oh my God. I swear I just said that wrong. Letty, don't kill me. She's the major sponsor. She's been on the bestseller list forever. I think I say comes easy. Forever. She's huge. Death is easy. I said it right. Oh my gosh. I said, you say things like that on the live and then you're like, oh, did I say the wrong word? It's hard. It's hard to be on a live sometimes. But Death is easy. She's been on the bestseller list. She's been doing really, really well. She is our big sponsor. So what that means is she is the main event sponsor. So her banners are going to be all over the common space. She's going to be on everything, like all over everything, because she is really supporting the event. She's going to be in the center of that panel because she's a major sponsor. And then we're going to have the diamond sponsors who are also pretty premier. They're premium sponsors too. They're up there too. I don't mean to talk so much about sponsorship, you guys. I'm just kind of explaining how it works. Anyway, so the diamond sponsors. So Letty is the platinum, and then the diamond, which are also premium sponsors, is Hannah Hayes. You guys know Fractured Fates. Lexi C. Foss. I mean, I don't even need to say anymore. Lexi C. Foss, LJ Andrews, and Regine Abel. So those are the 5 that are going to be on the celebrity panel. I do have 5 more spots open right now. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but right now it's those 5. So Hannah Hayes, Letty Frame, Lexi C. Foss, and LJ Andrews, and Regine Abel. So I am so excited. So there are the big panels. So that's Friday night. You definitely do not want to miss it. It's going to be great. And then Saturday morning is the fast burn signing. So like fast pass, but fast burn. We're going to do half the attendees. So the lines are going to be a lot better. And it's only going to be the top 2 tiers tickets. So it's going to be easy for you to get to everyone. And then we're going to probably sell some a la cartes, because even with the top 2 tier tickets, it's probably not enough people in the room to kind of make it worthwhile for the authors to be signing for those 3 hours. So we'll probably sell some a la cartes for that. And then Friday afternoon is another general admission signing for 4 hours. Saturday afternoon, another general admission signing for 4 hours. I think I'm saying this right. Like Saturday morning is the fast burn. Saturday afternoon is general admission. Saturday night is the big Hollywood Glam Ball. And we are thinking about making it like awards, like having not like a lot of it's going to be dancing and a DJ, and you get to dress up in your Hollywood Glam if you want to. And it's going to be, we're going to have some cool decorations in there. I know someone who knows a little bit about lights. That's me. So I'm going to try to get my pixels in there. We'll see if the hotel will let me. But we're thinking about doing like an Emmys or a Grammys, to kind of encourage people to come to the ball. Like, we know the attendees are going to want to come to the ball, but a lot of times authors are tired. They've just done this for 2 days. They're like, so we want them to come. So we're going to do what we can to make that happen. So, okay, you guys. Well, that is, I think you guys have the lowdown. I'm seeing what everyone's saying. That's basically what's going on. Did I mention all my sponsors? Oh, we have bronze sponsors. I forgot that. Let me just mention that. So during the signing, we actually have, I wanted to talk about this earlier and I skimmed over it. The signing, man, I did not want to keep you guys on this live for this long. This is a long time. All right, so we have, we're almost sold out of the bronze. We have 1 left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 confirmed, and a couple of workflow. So our bronzes are Alicia Williams, Heather D. Grace, Heather K. Carson, Heather Long, K.A. Knight, Liv Zander, Maggie Brown, and Victoria Clapton. Oh my gosh, Heather Long's been watching the video this whole time, and I did not mention that. Heather, you have to forgive me, girl. I will make sure I do better at that. I'm getting used to this whole making sure I say things when I'm supposed to say things. So, or when I should say things. So anyways, those are our bronze sponsors. So during the signing, at the top of every hour, there's a room right next to the signing. And we're going to have interview area set up for the VIP influencers, and also to be interviewing from the FanGrrrl handle. So like I'm streaming right now, we're going to use this and it's going to stream everywhere, all over the FanGrrrl handle, YouTube, Insta, probably TikTok, at that time, probably TikTok, all the Facebook stuff, right? So it's going to be streaming everywhere. And it's going to be a 20-minute interview at the top of every hour. So each of these sponsors will come from their table. They're not going to be gone long. It's like if they had a bathroom break, right? And we're going to be really good at getting them in and out. And they're going to come and do a 20-minute interview. And we're probably going to open the doors for attendees to watch, probably VIPs. But I'm still trying to work that out. And then, yeah, they're going to do their interview. So one at the top of every hour, and we have 11 hours of signing. So we have 11 of these sponsors. We're also going to be doing panels ahead of time online. These guys are also going to be on a panel, streamed everywhere pre-event. So is Diamond. They're also going to be a panel pre-event, and I'm going to have an interview with Letty Frame, just me and Letty, ahead of the event too as well. So it's cool. You guys, there's so much between the VIP meet and greet, all the signings, the fast burn signing, the morning panels, the big FanGrrrl celebrity panel, the red carpet, the cocktail hour, the big Hollywood glam ball. This is like, I was telling this to someone the other day. This is like I was going to say like a wedding, but it's so much more. It's like a book signing and a massive wedding all together. So it's like, as you can imagine, this kept me so busy. So anyways, all right, you guys, I think we are done, unless there's anything I always hate hanging out if there's more that you guys want to hear, but I think we hit it all. And that's it. All right. Well, this has been fun, you guys. I'm going to post this in YouTube. It'll be posted to the group. It's never too late to watch it or comment to win one of the prizes. Thank you so much to April Moon, our featured author, Heather K. Carson, our thank you, ma'am, author, all our Love 100 authors, which are Olena Nitkin, Tanja Longoria, Johnna D, Veronica Lancet, and Sara Signs. And thank you so much to all of our sponsors for the book event. I'm going to keep singing your praises as much as I can. So I really appreciate it. All right, you guys. I'm trying to figure out how do I turn this off now that I'm streaming everywhere. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next time. See you next month. I'll see you around in the group.